Welcome to Chateau de Lalande's Advent Calendar vlogs, where every day of December we'll be showing you how we prepare for Christmas here at the Chateau.
Yep, we've got loads of tricks and tips for you, and if you don't want to miss a thing, hit subscribe, click the notification button, and you'll not miss anything.
Here's today's video.
Merry Christmas.
And welcome to the Chateau de Lalande for our first ever Advent Calendar vlog. Michael and I are both used to having to deal with epic, enormous Christmases because we both live in French chateaus which entertain a lot of people and have a lot of rooms to decorate. Michael lives in the Chateau de la Baminière with his family. I obviously live here at the Chateau de Lalande.
The great thing about living in a chateau is because it's a historic building, you can really make the Christmases really traditional.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can almost feel like you've stepped back into the Victorian era.
It can be very magical. And we want to bring some of that magic to you with ideas that you can use in your homes wherever you live around the world. As it's the first day of Advent, we're going to make this vlog about Advent calendars.
I've always had an Advent calendar, from being a child.
Yeah.
And you open the door every day, there's a little piece of chocolate, but I've never actually looked into where it comes from and why we do it.
Like a lot of our Christmas traditions, it's actually German. It's all about waiting for the arrival of Christ. The German Protestants would wait for the arrival of Christ and celebrate that wait by lighting a different candle every day of Advent. And then some of them started putting up a different religious image each day of Advent so that they could look at that devotional image and then think of what the meaning was for them. It was a very religious experience.
Because I know some of the old Victorian Advent calendars, you'd open them each day and they just have like a little picture inside. They wouldn't have sweets and things.
That's what I had when I was a child. That's the age difference between
really?
us. Yeah, I had pictures. You'd open the door, there was a picture. Did you never have that?
Never. I always had chocolate.
No. Oh my goodness, a spoilt brat next to me. But it wasn't until the early 20th century that the cardboard advent calendars that we know today were invented.
Oh, right, okay.
But then advent calendars went through a bit of a sinister phase. The Nazis banned advent calendars. Can you believe it?
Well, I can believe it.
Yes, the Nazis banned advent calendars because there was a cardboard shortage. But what makes it a little bit more sinister is that in 1943, they did actually create their own Nazi advent calendar that was sent out to all of the mothers in the land. I feel they massively missed the point of Christmas. This is a page from it and it shows the Germans blowing up Allied boats and Russian tanks.
Well, the less said about that, the better.
Yes, because things got better. After the war, Richard Selmar of Stuttgart managed to get permission from the US officials to start making cardboard advent calendars again.
Oh.
And his company, Selmar Verlag, are still one of the major manufacturers of advent calendars today.
We're going to have to get one of those.
Okay, next year. Because I'm making you an advent calendar.
Oh, okay. Yours is
how many advent calendars do you want?
Oh, one in every room.
And then after the war, the Americans took the advent calendar idea back to America and they became very popular in the 1950s when a photo appeared showing President Eisenhower's grandchildren opening the doors of their advent calendar.
Oh.
It was the first advent calendar to appear in America and it was by Selma Verlag, who still produce exactly the same one today. And there's been joy around the world for children ever since, but increasingly for adults. They're becoming quite popular.
Oh, I've seen a few recently where you get a different gin every day. And I hear you may have ordered a special one. Tell me about that, Stephanie.
I've been a bit naughty.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, every year I make the advent calendar for everybody else in the house. I'm the one that liaises with Father Christmas for the stockings, and obviously dealing with the elves is a nightmare.
Can you put in a good word this year?
Maybe. Depends how good you've been.
Okay. What do you get?
Well, exactly. I wanted a really nice beauty advent calendar.
Okay.
And I just realised, it was like a blinding flash of inspiration this year, and I realised no one is ever going to buy me a beauty advent calendar. It's not going to happen. So I got myself the Liberty Beauty one.
Liberty?
Yeah.
Oh, very glamorous.
So I get to open that soon.
That's really cool.
Okay, you can open it with me, the first one. At the Chateau, I make the advent calendar every year and I hang it from a garland which is over the cookers in the kitchen because the kitchen's the room that we live in almost all of the time. And then everyone in the Chateau takes it in turn to open a present, and I sort of organise who's going to open what on what day because I know what the gifts are, so I can fix it. But no, it's complete luck.
Oh, it's just random.
Sheer random luck.
Random, yeah.
Yes,
okay,
totally.
Yeah. So if I got something that I really wanted, it would just be pure luck.
Pure luck.
Oh, okay.
Or something that you really hated.
You wouldn't do that.
You get the Longford cardigan. I'll show you how I organise that advent calendar now, but you can't be here for that because you can't see me wrapping the presents.
I've got plenty of other things I can be getting up to, so...
You're going to go and do other Christmassy things?
I'm going to do some Christmassy things.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a little chest of drawers. Oh, with William Morris Strawberry Thief. Oh my God.
So I can open number 1.
Well, it's the 1st of December. You're going to have to. And what's inside number 1?
It's a Veda shampoo and conditioner.
Wow.
We will deliver a thorough yet gentle cleanse, followed by deep nourishment from root to tip.
Wow. That just sold it for me.
You're very, very nice to me. I might let you try. Let's see what gift you get today.
Okay.
Right, I'm finally alone. Everyone has been banned from the room and I can get on with wrapping the secret advent calendar presents. I tend to collect them throughout the year whenever I'm on holiday. So for example, when I was in Venice back in January, some of you may have seen the vlog, I found these really beautiful Venetian glass bottle stoppers. I have 2 of these. Some years I'm super organized and I get all of the gifts in one holiday, so there's a theme that runs throughout. But I wasn't organised enough this year, I just got a couple in each place. This is a lovely little book. I bought this on a holiday to Florence and it's never been used. When I was in Scotland last week, I got this lovely Edinburgh Mill lamb's wool scarf. Of course, the terrible thing is wanting to keep everything for myself. I probably shouldn't scrunch it up before giving it to somebody. And again, whilst I was in Scotland, when I went for the whiskey tasting at Dalwhinnie, they gave me the glass from the whiskey tasting. So that's going to be an advent calendar gift, and there'll be a bottle of whiskey on hand to give anyone who gets it a tot of whiskey immediately. When I was in London last week, I added more by buying some really fun miniature gins with gorgeous tonics from Fentimans. So here we have a little bottle of Hendrick's and Fentimans Oriental Yuzu tonic. The annoying thing was that because I couldn't carry much back with me, I could only bring the ones for the calendar, so I can't taste it. I'll have to be super sweet to whoever gets this one on the day and see if I can have a taste. I got a pretty little picture frame from Sainsbury's, and I'll put a pretty picture in there before wrapping it. My mother always brings little things back from South Africa, and here there's a little African beaded salt and pepper set.
And she also got a beaded purse.
Also from Africa, I have this darling little spoon. And I also go to quite a few sample sales in London and I pick up things there. For example, we have this really beautiful silk pouch from Erdem, which is perfect for makeup. Also, Erdem silk notebook. 3 different soaps, because everybody's budget is different. So some people will be able to put a Tiffany or Cartier gift all 24 days of Advent, and others will be able to put maybe a Quality Street and some oranges. It doesn't really matter, it's the surprise that's part of it. I try and mix it up so that some things are quite luxurious, like the Erdem pouches, and then others are much cheaper, little soaps that I've collected here and there. Even collecting the toiletries if you go to a hotel and giving those, they'll give pleasure to people. I have these 2 gorgeous little matchbox theatres, tiny matchboxes, and inside there's the whole set to make a little theatre production. This one is Grand Opera, and it's a scene from the Magic Flute. And here we have a Commedia dell'arte one, and I think that Michael will really enjoy putting these together. Little miniature perfumes make great gifts as well. This one is Penhaligon's Vara. Just the bottle's so adorable.
And one of my favourite things is a scented cameo by Cire Trudon, which you can either just keep in your handbag or a drawer to scent it, or you can use it as a wax melt, though I think that seems a shame.
And this is another thing that I had lying around the house for years. It's a tiny Smytheson notebook which says, "All you know about men" on the cover. And inside it shows I know nothing about men. And I'm no closer to knowing anything, so I may as well pass this on to somebody who might have something to write in it. And one of the charity shop presents that my mother found this year is this very beautiful scarf, which will make a lovely gift for somebody. So I'm lucky that Mummy does keep an eye out throughout the year. Now I have to wrap them all. And this year I've decided to wrap them in white paper with blue ribbons, because I like the idea of keeping the blue and white kitchen decoration going through to the Christmas decorations in there. Now, I'll be completely honest, I haven't got any white wrapping paper because I used all of my wrapping paper budget this year on some really amazing paper for wrapping the presents under the tree, and I'll show you that in one of the Advent calendar vlogs this month. But it meant that I had to make do with what I had in the house, and I realised that all of the old wrapping paper that I still have lying around is white on the inside. So I'm just going to turn it around and then use the inside as the outside. So I have all of these gorgeous blue velvet ribbons to jazz up the white paper. Right, let's get wrapping. 24 gifts coming up. Oh, and look what I put in here. It's a beautiful little watercolour of an autumnal leaf which Michael made, and he's initialed it here. Now I have this lovely Wedgwood blue ribbon, and I'm using 3 different colours of velvet ribbon. There, lovely blue and white parcels to hang from the kitchen garland. And they come in all different shapes and sizes. Let's start taking all of these through to the kitchen. I've roped Michael into helping me with the baubles.
Where shall I put this one?
Oh, you choose.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I need to start collecting more of those.
Yeah.
I think it's time to put the Christmas garlic on, as this is the kitchen.
Okay.
Here's good. There we go. How does that look?
Looks amazing.
I like these little Dutch houses that light up. How are the numbers going? Oh my goodness, they look so good.
Just going to put the last number up, number 25.
No, Michael, I haven't bought a 25th present. There's only 24.
Well, there might be a little surprise on Christmas Day.
Well, no, I want to do it now. Can I do it now?
No.
Oh, but you can take number 1.
Can I?
Yes! The first gift has gone. I love our advent calendar.
It is beautiful.
You're having some difficulty with the instructions there.
No. They're quite clear, Stephanie. It says, this is translated from German, it says, attention, exclamation mark, do bend all lashes a bit down.
Well, I hope you have bent all those lashes a bit down.
Lashes bent.
Next.
Michael's ingenuity finally outwitted the baffling instructions, and he's got his little theatre now.
I hope you enjoyed seeing how we make our advent calendar, and that maybe it's given you inspiration to make one for your friends and family.
And mysteriously, I got a really good gift, something that I like. So I
weird.
have no idea how that happened because
No, I
it's
have no
completely
idea.
random.
Totally
apparently.
random.
Yeah.
Could have been the pink socks. I hope you'll join us every day of December in the run-up to Christmas when we're creating lovely decorations and food and talking about the history of Christmas.
Can we try one of these mince pies now, Stephanie?
Yeah, we definitely can. I've been looking at them, desperate for a mince pie. I really needed that.
Merry Christmas.